Happy New Year, everybody, and let's get down to the first video here in the year 2026 here. First playbook breakdown of the year, and we're going over the Texas State Bobcats playbook. We're going to do our playbook updated rankings here soon, and this is 100% going to crack the top 10. For all you veer and shoot guys that like wide sets, this is one of the best veer and shoot type playbooks with the wide sets. You have a tight Y off, tight open, tight slots. Bunch of great things in here. Also, the wide trips halfback week, which we're going to touch over. A lot of good stuff in this playbook. A bunch of good trick plays. Bunch of good stuff. So what we're going to do here, we're going to go over the best formations, plays, and the scheme to get a high-scoring offense so you guys can start winning more games and putting up a lot of points. And if you guys are new to the channel, do me a favor, like the video, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys want to see next, what's not being covered, or even something that you think could improve this particular scheme. Also, go check our Discord out. Link's going to be in the description. And our Patreon, we're going to be running a special here for any new members that want to come join and up their game with our exclusive ebooks here. So I appreciate you guys. Let's jump into the video. All right, so our first formation here in Texas State we're going to talk about here, tight Y off. To me, this is the best formation in the game. My own unique one that I've been running for years and won multiple national championships with. But the best thing about this tight Y off is that you also have a tight slots and a tight open. So you have these three sets that they're compressed 2x2. You can run some of the best route combinations out of any three of these formations, and you can attack underneath, intermediate, deep, sidelines, over the middle. That's what makes these so good. And let's just jump in. A few of these plays here, what makes this so good. And there's going to be universal concepts across all three formations here. And you can see the one thing that you like about these 2x2 sets is you can put these outside receivers like B here on a speed out route and just watch him win to the sideline. Now you see that guy was playing outside leverage, and we're still able to get this. You can almost get this every single time. But in the event that they compensate and play for it, you're going to have this nice little Texas route over the middle. You're also going to have a corner route that can get outside and to the sidelines, as well as the tight end here. Also, if you want to sharp corner his tight end to make it a little bit better, you can. And then you're going to see he's going to get nice little soft spots on the sideline for intermediate games. And then against zone, it can beat man as well too. But you're going to see here, right here, nice little return route. It's going to come over the middle, and we're able to get about 10 yards. So everything in this play, tight end corner, absolutely works. And the best thing about these tight formations, you don't have to make adjustments. They're just simple reads. Let's go to flood drive. Flood drive, you're going to have this nice little levels concept, X, Y. See who gets open. Right away, X, 6, 7 yards. And what's going to happen is they're going to have to shade underneath. And if they don't, we'll just hit it all day. But if you get them to shade underneath or their user takes it away, you're really going to have something like this. Here they're going to run man, but this backside in is going to be wide open for a huge game. And here I like to put my tight end in the corner just so he gets the sideline a little bit quicker here. And you're just going to make your reads. If they don't take away the flats, cool. Now we have this table route to our running back for free 10 yards. If they try to take it away with a hard flat, which they don't here, you'll have the tight end corner wide open. The tight end corner will get open against man and or zone on the sideline, especially when they're playing underneath. And then B is going to be a deeper running route. He's not going to really be open till later in the play. But all these routes win. And again, then you come over and maybe we'll run, where is it? Red zone scissors. This is a great concept. It's different. You still have the levels X, Y here on the left. Watch how they're playing. Easy, quick throw. Again, it's not the drag that comes over there immediately, but that inside in route from Y is going to push the defender deep, allowing X to come underneath. Again, you see wide open there. Again, they're going to play like a little buzz match right there, allowing that to get open. And then we're going to read the sidelines here. We're going to watch A. We're going to watch RB. A gets out there. RB is going to be a man-beating route. If we get a good throw there, they actually played decent coverage there too. Here, again, they kind of played hard flats, allowed this running back on his corner route to get open. Of course, they're going to get a 3 deep, but the principles still remain the same if they don't play the flats. And of course, if they try to take away over the middle or they run man, you're just going to have this backside in route wide open. So you see these different routes from the different positions. All of them are getting open and causing stress. And then, of course, you have mesh spot. Mesh spot, nice little mesh concept. Your running back's on a wheel. If you want to put B here on a post, you can keep on his hook curl. It all works the same here. You're just going to read what's going to get open. Mesh is going to beat man. Mesh is Y and A here on the little jag routes. We already hit A. Now we hit Y. We get a little break tackle animation, and we're off to the races here. But against particular zones, once the user starts taking his guy out, this little button hook is going to be right there. And you see we're able to get 10 yards. So the only other thing is going to be RB. And the one thing I would do is if you just want to get RB open, maybe streak B or something like that, and just create a lane here that allows your running back hopefully not to drop the ball when he's wide open, but get up into that seam for a big play. So that is going to be our tight Y off. Again, some of the same things are going to be the same here in tight slots, tight open, and it's going to be big offense, and it's going to be impossible to stop, even if you're in a dynasty with play cooldown. Next formation, we're going to dive into the wide trips halfback week. And real quick, about the wide sets, what make these so good is it's going to stress the sidelines, stress the corners, the safeties, slot corners to play out wide, giving you number advantage in the box to be able to run and pass. So what we're going to do here, again, your best runs are going to be like base, off tackle, a draw, a halfback direct. So let's just go over here, just show you real quick the base. It's not even so much about the run. You just see how these three corners are all lined up outside. It allows a 5-on-5 box here. Then you just follow your box here. And of course, if I had better run stick, we'd get bigger yardage here. Run it again here. And then now we hit the gap here. Now we're getting like 5-6 yards. But the whole point is to get numbers. And once you see stuff like this, this is where you would come an audible here to something like this. And this would allow you to then exploit those numbers out wide here again if we don't drop the ball. But you're going to be able to exploit the numbers outside if they're not going to line up over these guys. So things like halfback base, halfback tackle, halfback direct, going to be great plays in here. But we're going to show you what really makes this special is just like the trips halfback week, the wide trips halfback week has the best screenplay in the game. This angle screen here, we're going to hit hike. You're just going to watch them, let them cut. Again, assume your blocks hold up here. And again, we get a 15-yard gain, and that's because we're kind of weaving between our own blockers here. But let's just run this a few times. You see, now we can throw it a little bit earlier if we want. Let these blocks develop, and now we get a 30-yard touchdown. So this is the best screenplay in the game. You definitely want to add this into your offense. And then you start adding there. I have a slot mid-screen. Again, also something that is very nice to throw in. You have an RPO alert bubble. And then, of course, I like stuff like stick because stick is going to allow you to make quick reads basically when they're not in the box here. So what we're going to look at here is A on his hitch. Nobody's lined up over him. If nobody lined up over him, you always want to look at A. Then we're going to shift our eyes over to Y and to X. So let's just take a look here right away. A plays in a gap, and again, I'm not expecting a 30-yard touchdown or a bigger touchdown like that, but when you see those kind of things here, now this guy's not lined up over him. We're going to watch his movements. He plays there. They kind of play a man here. We then watch our left side. We notice that the flat route from the running back got taken away. We hit the slant. So here's a cover zero look. Again, the hitch route will be open right on his break, but we're going to have the slant and or the flat route out here right away. And if they can't get out there right away, you throw this flat route. So you see here, this wide trips halfback week between the angle screen, the runs, and stick is going to make this a very formidable formation and very tough to guard. Our very last play I want to take a look at, RZ Dusty. In this, the reason why this is going to be so good here, right, is I'm actually going to put Y on this same flat table route to stress the defense right away. When I do that here, this post from X is running a very sharp angled post. We're going to show you where and why he gets open. But if they don't play the flat right away and we don't get that throw animation behind us, you see we're going to get about 5 yards minimum here to work with. Here, this looks like 2-man under or some variation of man. We're going to take a look here. They play Y. We missed our throw here to A on the slant, wide open. I was looking for X here on this post. We should have him here. Take a look. And you're going to see right there in that nice little spot over the zone. Again, he would have beat the guy in man as well. But again, you just make your quick reads. Y here. That's a quick throw. Again, we keep getting the same animation, but we keep getting anywhere from 4 to 5 yards. So you see that is just free yards you're stealing every time. Then you have this corner with this slant and this backside in here. Let's just take a look here, read it. A gets open extremely quick here for some quick yards here. That looked like it might have been some variation of zone. Again, you look, again, A, we find them again. Now we're getting 7 yards. And then now as we progress our read here, we're just going to watch. Now we see B here. We threw it up, led him up the field to get 5 yards. We could have waited a little bit longer. Run this one more time here. It's going to be your man. Now we got this slant just wide open. The post was open. Bunch of things are just going to be right there. Maybe if we want to get RB, maybe we run this on the left hash so that way he has a little bit more room to work with. But you see here, this wide trips halfback weak is just an elite formation. Anytime you can add a 5 wide receiver formation into your scheme and be effective, it is just going to be money. 5 wide receivers is one of the most annoying things to guard, and 5 wide receivers, you've seen it in our previous scheme of the week. It is extremely good. What makes it so good here is this QB blast and the QB trap. We're just going to show you this run here. Again, all about the wide thing. So you see the receivers all the way to the sideline. You see there's numbers. A, R, B are wide open, but what makes the blast so good is it is a quick automatic run. And you see right there we get about 3 to 4 yards. It's great in the hurry up, great in short yard situations. And you see we only got an 83 speed quarterback here, and we're getting 10 yards. Run this again. And like I said, the good thing about this is the 5 wide receivers is allowing you to play the numbers in the box, and you can audible to different reads. So if we wanted to audible to all hitch, we could. I still like running this against mid blitz. We'll show you here. Again, linemen getting up against those linebackers is going to be easy blocking. The D ends are not going to get back there quick enough. And again, the last time we run it, you see the consistency of the run here, right? We're getting pretty consistent. Minimum 3 to 4 yards. Maximum, I mean, we're getting like at least 10 yards a pop. So the QB blast is amazing. It's probably the best run overall in the game, in my opinion. Then you're going to have QB trap. Trap is just like a base. You see the pulling guard. Again, it's great in Dynasty with play cooldown. You can audible between these two plays. If you want to flip the play to the right, you flip your right stick to the side that you want to run to. Here you see, again, the trap. And again, now we're getting still close 9, 10 yards. So the blast and the trap are going to just feed off each other extremely well here. And then we start looking at things like there's all hitch and all curl, great red zone plays. I'm going to go into shock here. Shock is very similar to that of stick. And you see here, A is going to be on this option route. We're just going to watch him. Boom. He sits in the gap because nobody's lined up over him. If nobody's lined up over him, we are just looking at him first no matter what. Now, when you see the middle of the field vacated like the linebackers are here, this lets me know that our slants are going to be our options here. See here, we hit this one quick. We really get about 3 yards. We break the tackle. We get closer to 5. Again, we'll watch it again. And again, now this one is even more open. If you see that slot guy is man just crashes down, you're going to have X here, wide open, something like this. Pass lead this down and inside. You get a nice little rack animation here. See if we can get a better look here. And there it is right there. We actually had Y and or X, and you see maybe if you get that separation and you get one juke, it could be a house call. So again, and here's one other thing about the A route. If you look, he's at a option route. So the option means he has the ability to run a hitch if it's zone, out if it's man. He's going to make the right read. You just watch. He sits. He runs the out route because it's man. Even though we dropped the ball, he is just going to make that correct read. So shock is going to be one of the staple plays in here. And then, of course, in most 5 wides, you have the all go. You have a red zone stick and nod. Great play. But I really like scissors. And the reason why I like this scissors is because you have this deep post from A. You also have Y on his post. And then you have X here on a hitch. I like to just put them on a drag. Just give me a high-low read underneath. Take a look here. There's the drag underneath. Easy completion here. But here we run it again. You notice we didn't see the guy lined up over RB, so we took a chance to basically kind of snap throw this up and take advantage of that. Now here they're playing man blitz. Now you got Y here on this inside post. And of course, we're getting some really good animations here with broken tackles. But you see, this is very quick. The fastest blitzes are not getting back there that quick. We're almost snap hiking this ball here. You see, again, now we hit the inside drag. Again, this is just really quick and it's consistent yards. All about reading the defense. These wide sets do a great job of exploiting defenses. The last formation I'm going to show you here is going to be wide bunch. And then right after this, we're going to show you one more formation just of a play that is extremely good. You guys need to be running. But wide bunch here, what makes this so easy, it's very similar to bunch open offset, that of which is in Oregon's playbook and some others. But RPO zone alert screen, RPO trap alert screen, RPO read screen. They all have these screen type bubbles out on the trip side, but because this is a wide, remember we talked about these wide sets are going to force things to the sideline. Again, the read pass option. So we're going to come on RPO read screen, RPO trap alert screen, wide receiver screen. All of these are going to be playing the exact same. So you see what we're looking at is numbers in the box versus numbers outside. You see there is two DBs out there, one with P, one on the sideline. There is two guys to my three receivers. We're going to drop back. Numbers. We take the numbers every single time here. Again, we're able to break a nice little tackle, get a 30-yard touchdown. But again, now it's 2-on-3. What we do like here is we have those numbers. The running is not going to be an option here because they have like 7 people in the box. You also have this option route from X. But if they're in zone, I'm not going to like it. But they didn't play underneath there, which allows us to then throw this option route for X. If they play man, he's going to run like the post. But again, reading the numbers here, they all drop back. We had 2 on 2 blockers. And our final look here, again, just reading the numbers here, you see here there is going to be opportunities to run. Right there is not our best option just because the box is loaded. But this is a great one here. You see is if they try to play outside on the screen and there's less numbers in the box, you're just going to have this run to completely gash them. So that's going to work out of all the RPO plays. Then the next plays I really like looking out of this is going to be the halfback cross screen. We're just going to watch him just how quick he gets out. Nice little throw. And assume you don't run into your blocker. You're just going to have opportunity to get out there. And then the last time here for consistency, just watch the route get open. As soon as he bounces out here, let your lineman go pick up his block, and then you're just going to have big yards. So, again, this formation is just going to cause lots of problems between the RPOs, the ability to run. Then you start adding in screen passes. And then one of the other plays that you can run here is you can run drive, slot, slant. I do like the fake screen verticals. And reason being here is you're going to just watch RB's going to get into some really nice spots here. So I'm going to actually put Y here just on a Texas route just to occupy. And we're just going to watch here. RB throws, touchdown. Now, it may not be a touchdown, but because whatever zone is playing in the middle of the field, you have to come all the way across here. And let's just see if it's man here. Again, get a nice little dive animation. If we just get the rack animation, it's probably a touchdown. Here, if they play this kind of, you see all their guys drop back. You have the smoke screen from B. And then, of course, we put Y here on this Texas route. And if you got a good route running guy, he can just absolutely win. So, again, bunch of great things you can do out of this play. So, that is going to be the wide bunch. Make sure you guys are adding that in. And our final play real quick is going to come out of wide slot right weak. Again, I love this play. Motion, RPO, quarterback power. Bunch of good plays to mix this in. You will see this in one of our schemes of the week. But again, you're going to have this motion Y route. You're going to have the option route to the left. And then you're going to have the ability to run with your quarterback. Now, our quarterback's only 83 speed, so he's nothing spectacular. But you're just going to watch some of the stuff here we can do. You can run and then throw this. Now, although we did not get a great gain there, that is only going to happen maybe like 20% of the time here. So we'll run this a couple more times. You see, now they commit down, and we're able to get about 11 yards there. We'll run this just a few more times here. You know they're running cover 0. You get that little animation if they're in man, and you're able to hold that block. It is just probably going to be a touchdown, to be honest with you. Obviously, if you have a faster quarterback as well. But again, run, you see how these guys commit. If nobody takes away that flash, you just throw it over there. Going to be easy play. Now, the other thing here is looking over to X. Again, we watched him. He's on his option route. He's going to make the correct read. We throw it for 4 yards. So, again, very last time we run this here. And again, we're able to bounce around here, but we get about 11 yards just running with the quarterback. So this is our secret play in this particular playbook and in this formation. Hope you guys enjoyed this Texas State playbook. Go check our Patreon out for more ebooks, tips, and exclusive formations of the month.